Hello, my dear friends, you're most welcome. So, my today's topic is on demand of my lovely viewers. Many of my viewers request to me that please make video on reaction profile diagram, and I do so. So, let's start our today's topic, reaction coordinate diagram or reaction profile diagram. So, what is reaction profile diagram? Energy changes that take place during the course of reaction. So it is simply the change in energy that take place during the course of reaction from reactant to product, as the reactants are converted into product can be visualized using the reaction coordinate diagram. So this is our reaction coordinate diagrams, which is between energy in this coordinate and this is reaction progress. So one is, we know, exothermic reaction and one is endothermic reaction. So in exothermic reaction, energy is released out, and in endothermic reaction, energy is absorbed. So if energy is released in exothermic reaction, then energy of product is less than the energy of reactant. So we can find out with the help of this energy profile diagram that the energy profile diagram is of exothermic reaction or endothermic reaction. Look here, this is reactant and this is product. Here this is the energy of reactant and this is the energy of product. So here energy of product is less than that of reactant. So some energy is released out as we reaches to product. If energy is released out, then it is exothermic reaction. But in this reaction, this is energy, this is reaction progress. So this is the energy of reactant and this is energy of product. So as we go to reactant to product, then energy increases. This is energy of reactant, this is energy of product. Energy increases to product. So some energy is absorbed as we reach from reactant to product. Okay, so इस ट्रिक से आप easily detect कर लेंगे that energy profile diagram is of exothermic or endothermic reaction. Now look here, the energy difference between transition state and reactant is called activation energy. So we need this EA energy to reaches to from reactant to this transition state. So this is activation energy, difference between transition state and reactant, and this is difference between product and reactant is delta H. So what is delta H? This is product minus reactant. Now in exothermic reaction, energy of product is less than that of reactant. Okay, so if we minus reactant energy from product, then here it gives negative value. So delta H is negative in the case of exothermic reaction. But in endothermic reaction, as it is activation energy, difference between transition state and reactant, and here difference between reactant and product, this is delta H. So here energy of product is more than that of reactant, so value of delta H is positive. Okay, so guys, from these reactions, one thing we notice that lower the energy, more stable the species formed. जितनी ज़्यादा कम एनर्जी होगी, ये एनर्जी जितनी कम होगी, हमारा जो प्रोडक्ट है, जो स्पीशीज़ है, वो उतनी ज़्यादा स्टेबल होगी. सो इट इज़ कंसर्टेड रिएक्शन. कंसर्टेड रिएक्शंस मीन्स इट इज़ वन स्टेप प्रोसेस. ओके, हियर इज वन स्टेप. दिस इज़ ट्रांजिशन स्टेट. We go from reactant to product, and here is between transition state between reactant and product. So product formed via transition state. In concerted reaction, product formed via transition state. So guys, here we have intermediate or transition state. So what is the intermediate? It is generated in either unimolecular reaction, SN1 reaction, or in bimolecular reaction. So generally intermediate is formed in two-step process reaction. Okay, let's see. This is our two-step process exothermic reaction energy profile diagram, and this is two-step process endothermic reaction energy profile diagram. Here and there are two steps and two transition states are here. So between these two transition states, between these two maxima, okay, transition state is simply maxima of the energy profile diagram. There is local minima, okay, and this local minima is called intermediate. Okay, so it is two-step process, and intermediate is the species formed in between reactant and product. So this is the intermediate, which is the real species, not any hypothetical, but it is the real species. In fact, transition state is hypothetical species. Okay, it is not real, but intermediate is real, and it is generally the local minima to transition state, because transition state occurs at maxima of the energy profile diagram. So guys, look here, this is reactant, and as we go from reactant give energy EA1, this is activation energy first to reach transition state first. After that intermediate is formed. Then after intermediate, when we require energy EA2, activation energy 2, then it reaches to transition state 2 and finally form to product. Okay, so this is our activation energy first and this is activation energy second. So here are two activations energy. So now if you have to find the slowest step or the rate determining step of the reaction, then simply more the activation energy of the step, then more slower the step. जिसकी एक्टिवेशन एनर्जी ज़्यादा होगी वो स्टेप हमारा रेट डिटरमिनिंग या फिर स्लो स्टेप होगा, बिकॉज उस स्टेप को करने में हमें मोर एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड होगी. सो दैट्स वाई इट इज़ रेट डिटरमाइनिंग स्टेप. सिमिलरली इन दिस रिएक्शन, this is EA1 and this is EA2. So EA1 is more than EA2. So this first step is our rate determining step. So guys, always remember, more the activation energy required, slower the step. So we have one question here, that draw potential energy diagram for 3-step reaction. Here point to be noted out, 3-step reaction with second step as rate determining step. So we have to draw a potential energy diagram of 3-step reaction as second step as the rate determining step. So as it is 3-step process, then here are 3 transition states, 1, 2, 3, and if we have to draw second step as rate determining, so we have to draw the activation energy higher in second step, because more the activation energy, slower the step. So इसकी activation energy इनसे ज़्यादा है, then it is the rate determining step. So second step with EA2 is rate determining step due to higher activation energy. So in this way guys, you can easily find out the rate determining step in any of the energy profile diagram. Now one more important thing, that what is the difference between intermediate and transition state, because both these species occurs between reactant and product. So what are the major differences between these two? So first of all, we are talking about intermediate. Intermediate is not a hypothetical species. So guys, it's not a hypothetical species, but it's a real species, as we have reactant and product. It is long lived and can be isolated. Its lifetime is long and can be isolated by trapping. It is generally formed in 2-step process. Intermediate is formed in 2-step process, not in 1-step process, and it is generally local minima to our maxima. Maxima is transition state. Okay, now transition state. Transition state is hypothetical species. It is not real, but it is hypothetical. Partial bond between atoms. So this is transition state. These type of partial bond occur in transition states. So here we have partial bonds between atoms. This one, this one. So this is transition state. Chemical species correspond to potential energy maxima. So in any of the energy profile diagram, potential energy maxima is transition state. As we already see in our energy profile diagram that most maxima position is our transition state. As intermediate can be isolated, but it cannot be isolated because it does not have its own existence. It is not real, so how can it be isolated? It can't be isolated. Okay, now Hammond postulate, it is very important postulate. So you are seeing this diagram, here are two transition state, 1 2 3 and 3 energy profile diagrams. Okay, now what is, according to Hammond postulate, transition state will be more similar in structure to species that closer to it energetically. ये क्या कहना चाहते हैं कि जो ट्रांजिशन स्टेट होती है उसका जो स्ट्रक्चर होता है, ट्रांजिशन स्टेट का जो स्ट्रक्चर होता है वो मोर सिमिलर होता है उस स्पीशीज़ के जिसके वो एनर्जेटिकली क्लोज़र होता है. सो look here, this is transition state, this is our reactant and this is our product. So this is the energy of reactant, this is transition state, this is product. So this transition state is energetically more closer to this reactant as compared to this product. So structure of transition state resembles to the structure of reactant because it is energetically more closer to reactant. Okay, so guys, now this is transition state and this is our product, this is reactant. Now transition state is more closer to product. Okay, so transition state structure resembles more to this product. One we have exothermic reaction and one we have endothermic reaction. In exothermic reaction energy is released out, so transition state structure resembles to reactant because in exothermic reaction this type of diagram we have, and transition state is energetically more closer to reactant as in this diagram. So its structure resembles to reactant, but in endothermic reaction this one transition state is energetically more closer to product, so its structure resembles to product. Another third case we have this one, that it is neither more closer to product nor more closer to reactant, it is in equilibrium. So in this case transition state structure resembles to both reactant and product and it is in between the reactants and product. This is the equilibrium position. So guys, this is all about reaction profile diagram and it is the topic of reaction mechanism. I hope you like my video, and if you like my video then please subscribe my channel. So guys, one request from my side that if you need any topic from me then please tell me, I will provide you. And also if you want handwritten notes of my Telegram channels and also for handwritten notes of MSc Chemistry handwritten notes, then please subscribe my Telegram channels. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye guys.